got the plate number.
All right, gang, I have another editorial for you coming out of Los Angeles, California this morning. Thank you to the mighty Johnny 50 for this video clip that you saw at the beginning. The link to his whole video is in the description box below, along with a link to this story that I'm going to give you right here. But under the free use umbrella, I used his video clip to kind of show you what we're going to be talking about today. Thank you, Johnny, for capturing that. Again, but this one, this will kind of show you how frustrated the cops are with the protesters. I'm going to give you the editorial real quick because I want to talk about it, but I want to give it to you first, and then we're going to talk about something. You're going to see how frustrated cops are with these protesters. Thank you to the businessinsider.com for giving us this story. A pickup truck drove into a protester on Sunset Boulevard on Thursday night, knocking the person to the ground as they participated in a march decrying the decision not to charge police for killing Breonna Taylor. It was the first of two incidents between protesters and vehicles in Los Angeles that night. Protests have struck up nationwide in reaction to Wednesday's verdict, which did not indict any of the three officers for the killing of the 26-year-old black woman in March. Taylor was shot 5 times during a botched drug raid. The only indictment resulting from the killing was for an officer who shot into a neighbor's apartment. A largely peaceful protest of around 300 people began in Hollywood, Los Angeles, on Thursday evening, according to the Los Angeles Police Department. Just after 9 p.m., a dark blue pickup truck drove through a crowd walking down Sunset Boulevard and hit one protester, knocking them flat and then appearing to run them over. The protester was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, according to the LAPD. Police stopped and spoke to the driver, who said the protesters had first attacked his car, according to the LA Times. Police noted damage to the truck, the paper reported, but according to local news channel CBS LA, officers let the driver go after questioning. The LAPD said in a statement that an investigation is ongoing and did not confirm if anyone was arrested. Of course, the driver was let go. It was not the only incident between cars and protesters on that night, according to multiple sources. 10 minutes later, a white Toyota Prius attempted to maneuver through the edges of the same protest at a nearby intersection, CBS LA reported. Helicopter footage shows the car forcibly moving a protester out of the way as others approach and hit it with their hands. It then shows a black pickup truck, which had been leading the protests, give chase, overtaking the Prius and stopping in front of it. In the footage, people can be seen attacking the Prius and trying to drag the driver out. The car then attempted to reverse, hitting a green Mustang, also part of the protest, behind it, according to LAPD. Now, there you go. Neither driver was arrested, but the guy in the truck was not arrested, or maybe even a girl. I don't know. But the truck driver was not arrested either, and police said, well, it's ongoing. We have an ongoing investigation. We're going to see if it was assault. I didn't read it in here, but I know the LA Times story, which I can put the link to that below as well if you want to read the LA Times story. They mentioned in there that they're not sure if if it was a hit and run with the truck or if he was escaping an assault, like they were damaging his truck. So it could have been an assault and he was just trying to get out of the way. The reason I didn't do the LA Times story is a lot of times when I go to do the LA Times editorial or use that for an editorial, you get this little box that pops up in the middle that says, please subscribe to read the rest of the story. And I'm like, that was a waste of time. But just in case it lets you read, it did let me read some of it. I digress. Look, the police are frustrated with these protesters and these protests. They're just done with it. Because obviously this guy hits somebody. Johnny 50 captured him coming through and hitting a guy with his truck. I mean, just speeding right through people. And he's not even arrested. He's just like, you know what, ongoing investigation. And maybe they had to. I don't know. Do you think it was assault? That maybe he was trying to get away from an assault and that it was not hit and run? What do all of you think about that? After you saw the video clip, I'll play it again. We'll have an encore viewing of the video clip right here when I get done talking. I'm going to do an encore viewing of it. You can watch it again and see if the truck may have been trying to get away from being assaulted or if it was simply a hit and run. He just drove through the protesters. I don't know. You guys may have to do a slow-mo on that. Let me know what you think. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers from coast to coast and up and down the West Coast, from Seattle to Los Angeles, on this Friday.
I got the plate number. I got the plate number. I got the plate number.
They're trying to grab the driver. They're trying to grab the driver of the car. This is getting ugly really, really quick. Really quick. That pickup pulled right in front of the car. Now you have protesters beating up that driver, trying to get through the crowd. And here he goes again. He's stepping on it, and they're going to follow him. Look at that. Multiple protest vehicles that chased him up the block, tried to pull the driver out of the vehicle, and now the driver speeding down, I think that's El Centro Avenue. Oh boy, they may try and catch up with him. Look at him speeding off.